keep up. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Muhammad Wilkerson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So, wow. I mean, that'll quiet this crowd, right? A big one there on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you have to be thinking, we're at home for the playoffs. That had to be a splash of cold water right in their face, don't you think?
Yeah, they got to be thinking, we're going to have to work on this and do so in a hurry. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. He's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. Give him 69 yards on the ground. They'll give it to Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Zoom.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And an alley to run. Fight Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
258.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, yeah! Hey, let's go! Hey, gun! Gun! Hey, white.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Ryan now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Gun! Got it! Blue, Eddie! Gun!
On first down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
21! Gun!
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
21.
This is 3rd and 4. Ryan will throw again. And he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gun! Hey, Tuesday!
Again, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So we come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now Jones. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. With it is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jump out! 319! 319!
Rodgers now looking to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Freeman again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Hey, let's go!
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun. 280, sit on it. 280. 20. Pick it up. 11. Kill. Gun. Get it.
From the shotgun, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Blue 58.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
319.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319. Got three down. Strong right.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
We got three. 319. 53, check 53.
Rodgers now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
319.
Here's Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that